Hello everybody, welcome back, and we're gonna do something quick today. We're gonna do a furry creature and we're gonna try to have it under 30 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. So we start with the light box, we turn it off with coma, we get a C-sphere, drop it on the canvas with shift, we make sure that it's aligned. I don't know, I like it aligned, maybe that doesn't matter. T to start editing, X to start drawing mode. 1, 2. That's gonna be our guy. On the side, 1, 2, 3. W to start making the arms. And yeah, that looks good. Now we're gonna go to skin the project, density 2, yeah, maybe let's try a 4 so we don't see a lot of squares. There you go, make it. Then we go on the top and we look for the one that says skin. That's the one that we can edit. Now F to bring it to the center, we check the polyframe. We don't need to make any major changes like in the form, in the shape. So then we go right away to DECIMATION. And then after DECIMATION, we're going to go and resolution 520 and make it. We had the division over here, we should have deleted it, but we just say no over there, so now it's made. Polyframe, okay, now we go to deformation and polished it, okay, so now a lot of the squares are gone. We don't mind about this because we're going to cover it with fur. Now shift, and we smooth this area over here, this one over here. There you go. Now we're gonna go see the reference. 1, 2, 3. On the camera roll, on the pictures, and then here we have our reference. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Big mouth, hair, 2 horns, 4 horns, and it's gonna be a lot of hair. Okay, so let's make the eyes right now and the nose. Okay, and I believe it's a little bit more deformed, so we're gonna make sure we start like X. Let's go on size. We're gonna check on X. Make it a little bit more like that. Let's start making the face. The eyes are like a U all the way down and located like here. So we're gonna SUBTOOL, append, sphere. Select the sphere, transparency on, the size we're gonna do it small. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's the right side over there. W, we're gonna move it, Control C. Okay, we're gonna move it better like this. There you go. F. Maybe the size a little bit more small, like that. Okay, we duplicate and we move. we duplicate and we move again. Make sure that is on the monster. Remember, we're working on three-dimensional states, so we want to make sure that these are eyes and they are located on the body of the monster. Okay. If you think you can go a little bit more closer to the center, do it. Just make sure that you get a better grip of the attention, you know. We're gonna make it more like a U, like upper. There you go. Now we're gonna merge these ones. We're gonna merge down. Okay, merge down, skip. There you go. We have the three. Now we're gonna use the tool, the C plugin that is called SUBTOOL Master. SUBTOOL Master Mirror. And we're gonna use the axis. There you go. We have the eyes already. Okay. Now we're gonna start sculpting the face. Transparency off. It's gonna be coming down over here. So we're gonna use clay tubes. And we're gonna check on the geometry. We have DECIMATION on. Okay. Remember, it's your monster. You can do whatever you want with your monster. Smoothing with the shift. And then we can go with the standard brush, Alt to make it negative. Smooth with shift. Now we're gonna make, with control, we're gonna make a small mask over here. Inverse mask, we click outside. W, we make the move tool, nostrils all the way up. Okay, Control A, Control, we click outside, and Q to be drawn again. Shift to refine this. Control C. I didn't like that. That's what I like about ZBrush. You can control undo mask. Okay. You can if you don't like something, you start like Control C. See. It's clay tubes. It was a wrong row. I want to make more like a lion-esque kind of nose. And the intensity is 100. I'm going to download it like all the way down to 19 because it was unshaping here, some features. Move. one is that kind of nose that has something in the middle. So for that we're gonna use Damien standard, smaller over here. Shift, refine that, and here is gonna go like this and this. So we make a zoom. We're gonna make it symmetrical right now, so it's gonna be like this. So let's make a mask. We're gonna make mask curve. Control C, mask. Control C, that didn't work. Okay. And we're gonna make a mask lasso then. Bring a little bit more over here. Okay, mask, brush, or pen, I mean. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger. I just want it to be symmetrical on top. Inverse mask, control outside. And did you see this? It was making one over here too. So we're gonna paint this over here. So mask, you don't want this one over here. There you go. Always check. It's good to have the views. Now we're gonna do W, and we're gonna put the mouth all the way in. Control A. There you go. Q. We keep drawing. We're gonna make this smooth. Smooth. We're gonna make a little bit more of dimension to the monster. We can do it, or we cannot. It's up to you. Now we're gonna make a little bit of inflate here with intensity, low intensity, like 6. Inflate. F. There you go. Now the mouth and the big fang over here. This other fang, this other fang. This is gonna be easy. For that we're gonna go and SUBTOOL, append. We're gonna append a sphere again. We choose it, transparency, we size it. Small, smaller, and smaller. There you go. W, we move it, we move it all the way over here. We choose it to be on inside over here. Or this is kind of out, so let's model the mouth first for the way we want it. Q, X, we're gonna go and pose it. Control C. What we want is move. Remember, you can do it with move, you can do it with clay tubes, you can build this small, I mean soft, soften, soften, soften. You can go, and the intensity, if it's too intense, let's try it with 25. We go to the standard brush again, standard, density 9, we make it smaller here on the upper lip to make a little bit more character. There you go. Now we're gonna mask this part over here, so we are making sure that this is the lip that we are moving, inverse. Now we move it freely, we know that we're going to move it. Control A. Smooth it, there you go. And we see the one that we put over here, okay, the sphere. We make everything is showing up. W, we move it around. We're gonna put it over there, more or less. We're gonna make a Dynamesh 64. 64 Dynamesh. We don't need a lot of resolution for this right now. Q, and move. A small brush. Smaller. Remember, you can toggle the size of the W. We move it around. We move it around. Rotate R. Rotate it, W, we move it. There you go. Dynamesh off. Let's divide it. 1, 2 times. There you go. Delete lower. SUBTOOL. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make the other side. Duplicate. We mirror it with the plugin that I told you, SUBTOOL Master. You know what? No. ESC. If we do that, W, it's gonna put it in the same spot, so we don't want that. So for that, we're gonna use rotation. And then we're gonna start sculpting again, a little bit, W. There you go, more or less, over there. Right? And then we're gonna Q and move. Remember, if we just copy, the eye is very smart, and our brain is gonna tell us it's the same. So that's why we have to modify it a little bit, because we can see all that even in drawings. So have to make our careful choices. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Duplicate that one. Duplicate. W. Move. This one we can put it a little bit like that. Rotation. We move it. W. We rotate it a little bit, it's going to look different. Okay, again, duplicate, W, rotation, W, make it bigger, duplicate, we hit W, rotation, crooked one. It's not like that, but I like something like that. It gives more character. Rotation. Okay. Now we duplicate again. We're going on top. W. Rotation R. W. Well, before that, rotation R again. R again. R. There you go. W. Let's put it. Let's locate it. Let's situate this. There you go. Don't you think? A little bit more to the back. Maybe over here, and we'll rotate it to make it look. There you go. We duplicate. W. Duplicate. W. We rotate it a little bit, this one. R. Or we can W. I was thinking maybe we can move. We can deform it a little bit. Control C. Q. Because we were like in moving, it was doing weird things. Did you see? We have to make sure that when we are going to apply a brush, we are under the Q command. If we are under W, moving and rotating and stuff, it's going to be making a lot of weird stuff. Okay. Now I know why we have that kind of shape in the teeth. Okay. Okay, let's merge all this. Merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Now let's transparency off. We're gonna need the eyes. Now we're gonna go the horns. 1, 2, 1, 2. The same. We're gonna paint a sphere, 3D. We select it, transparency. We make it smaller and smaller. W. We move it. And for this one, there you go, it's good there. Geometry. Dynamesh, we're gonna use like a 512. We apply it. Let's apply it. And now we're gonna go on Q, move. Yeah. How big it is. It's more like that. Yeah. Okay. And then SUBTOOL, duplicate. W. Smaller, E. Rotation. There you go. Okay, now we merge it down. And now what we do, we are going to plug in SUBTOOL Master Mirror in the X-axis. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're not going to make the toys, so it's going to take a little bit extra time. So now we are going to insert hands. I'm going to show you a trick today, a different one. If you go and see under the, this helps. It's different like when we did like a C-sphere. For each C-sphere, the program did a different polygroup. We're gonna have to have a different polygroup over here. So for making a polygroup over there, we're gonna mask it with the lasso. We're gonna make sure we have symmetry on now. There you go. There you go. Now that it's masked, we're gonna go all the way down to polygroups, and we're gonna make a group masked. So that makes is gonna make this a different polygroup. If you see it on under polyframe, is gonna have a different color over here. Once we have the different color, we're gonna go Control A. We're gonna insert mesh over here. So we go brush, B, I, and we're gonna go O, that is tune, and then we're gonna hit M. We're gonna choose a hand. 1, 2, 3. Which one you like the better? I like this one better. So we start with this part. Always with the left. We click it. There you go. Now we're gonna put it, locate it, situate it, put it in the way aligned. We have to align it. There you go. Rotation, maybe a little bit of rotation over here. I know, it doesn't look quite good right now, but it's gonna look good. Okay, 1, 2. So when you put it and you locate it near the arm, and then you make a mask twice, if it's DECIMATION, let me double check on that. SUBTOOL, DECIMATION. Okay, let's move it down. Control C, Control C. Let me see if I can divide it before I divide. Should be divided already. There you go. It's divided. Okay. W. We're gonna put it. We're gonna locate it. 1. Control C. Rotation R. W. There you go. Double mask. So now you see we hit the million. So let's it's too much. It's too much to have a million right now for this kind of project. So for that, we're going to turn DYNAMESH off over here. We're going to go to zero measure. Or before we do that, let's use Q and let's refine this. Shift. Remember, you can detail your monster as much as you want, okay? F. Okay. So which one has more? This is the trouble. The body has more polys. Okay, so we're gonna go to the body. We're gonna go C plugin, and we're gonna choose Decimation Master. We're gonna decimate it like 50%. pre-process the current one. So for this tutorial, we're learning Decimation Master. We are reinforcing the seed plugin for mirror, the SUBTOOL Master. We're using the tool Insert Mesh. And now we go again. Now that it was processed, we're going to go and decimate it. Now you see, the points are 426,000 instead of 1,000,000, so it's going to be easier to work with this. And didn't make a lot of change because it's smooth. It's a smooth creature, so we don't need to make a lot of changes. So now we're going to go and make the fur. So for that, it's a fun part. Let's make it 1, 2, 3. Just the face is showing up and the horns. So pretty much Control A, we select everything, and now we're going to make a Control, Mask Pen, and Alt. So we're going to just pretty much draw where we don't want the fur to be showing up. So it's going to be pretty much the face. There you go. There you go. Okay, so now that we have that selected, FiberMesh, fibers, we're gonna choose this one over here, fibers 160, comma. Now that doesn't quite look like what we want, so we are gonna go on modifiers. Length is too much. There you go, more like it. And now we can start doing kind of the color, base tip. We want it to be purple, something like that. Okay. Now the size, we want it to be max fibers, we want it to be like less fibers. We want it to be like coverage, more coverage. The gravity, we want it to be like less gravity. Well, that doesn't look quite. And then how you want it, slim. You want it slim, a little bit bigger. The scale of the root. By mask, by area. These are the different profiles, max fibers. There you go, more likely. There you go. Let's put a little bit more fibers. Remember, you can count these two, so the twist, you can make twist too. Segments, how many segments you want. You try to play with your, let's twist, revolve. Maybe a little bit of revolve. That's kind of a preview, okay? And if you want it, accept. No, there you go. So now, if you go SUBTOOL and you select it, let's open this over here. Then you go to BPR. It's going to show approximation of the fur. Now it looks like confetti. So if you don't like it, you just erase it. So delete it. Okay. Now we go back. FiberMesh. Lightbox. We're going to choose a different one. Probably this one. I believe this one is going to work. Q. Length. Max fibers. Length. We're going to show this one off, texture off. There you go. And length profile, coverage. There you go. More likely, slim. Nope. Yes. Gravity. Nope. Yes. 0.63. F. Let's see how it is, the whole thing. You can make the color over here, we can make it over there. It's whatever you want to do. Okay, let's try it. Okay, VPR. It's taking a little bit more time. We have more fibers. We have right now with the fibers, everything went up. Now we have 2.9 million polygons. There you go. Looks pretty cool. Remember, you can comp that. So for finishing this project over here, we're gonna come over here, and for this, I'm gonna choose the fibers and I'm gonna see if it works. I'm gonna make a decimation master and see if it applies to this one. I have never done it, so pre-process this one, current. I wanna have it like, I'm gonna decimate it the most I can. I'm gonna decimate it probably like 50% again. And then we're gonna comb the fibers and paint our project. That is gonna take like about 15 minutes. So it's right into the disk, and right now I'm thinking I haven't saved in the whole session, so remember to save all the time. So for this one it's gonna be Bedmonster, monster. There you go. Now that is decimated, decimate current. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. The only thing we can fix that, we can fix it. This one we're gonna say Control A, Control A, Control A, and then Control, and we click outside. And for this over here, we can comb it, we can grow it. We go on brush, and then we can go and under G, we have groom. Groom is for hair, so we can brush it. We can color tip, stronger, hairball, long, groom hair short, hair toss, lengthen. We can make it bigger. So let's lengthen a little bit in the arms, because I believe we need a little bit more. X, groom brush, we make it bigger with the focal shift, small, There you go. Control C. Control C over there. Intensity, we can go as low as we want. Control C, 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 C. I mean, like this. It's not supposed to look like that. So go on brush. PG. Groom hair. Long. If it's long hair, and the intensity, Control C. It was too much intensity. Maybe 14. There you go, there you go. Sometimes you push the first to the inside, sometimes you don't. So right now, let's go and paint it. We select it, material, what material you want. Maybe this one, matte cat white. Okay, so now we go see add off, mRGB, colorize, and then we pick the eyes. And for this one we're going to pick a toy, sketch toy, plastic, and fill. For the body we're going to get the matte cap white and fill. Now RGB, and then we're going to choose the regular brush, standard, with spray, and see add off, and we're going to choose a color that we like. Is that blue? Here is going to show you a kind of approximation of what color in the horns. Okay. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. And purple. It has purple too. So for these ones, we're gonna use the purple. For this, instead of spray, we're gonna use the freehand. And the purple is gonna be like this kind of dark purple. Dark. There you go. Now we choose these horns over here. I'm going to paint one over here with the RGB. Here. I'm going to paint that one over there. It was not symmetrical. There you go. Now C. And I'm going to paint Control C. I need the other Control C. I need that one, the purple one, but because I paint this one over here, I forget. Okay, so for that, to pick this color, you just go, select it, click C, and then you can jump from color to color. And now again, C, and then you can paint the other part. We need it back, then we go, click on it, see, There you go, F. Now we go to the eyes. For these ones, we are going to choose focal shift, bigger, X. We're gonna make an X. And we're gonna choose, I don't wanna choose a black one, so, and I was freehanding, so let's do this one, the drag, so you can have more control. And twice, you click it twice, 1, 2. Now the black one, we're gonna make a smaller one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, excellent. Now the whites. Now for that we're gonna X. We don't want it to be like the same spot. Has to be different spot. F, F. There you go. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're almost there. Now the fur. Well, the teeth. The teeth are going to be white, and the fur is going to be purple. For the fur, we're going to use the spray and make it bigger over here. Focal shift. We're going to make coloration, so color spray, and then purple, purple. There you go. So it has different coloration, and in the back of the monster within paint, that's why it's white. So now C. Now we paint. There you go. Now the teeth within paint. So now we go and white. Now we do a BBR. There you go. Remember, you can make more fur over here. So if you, right now we are at 1.75 million. If you want more fur over there, what you can do, you just come over here, hide this fur over here, select the monster with the standard brush, freehanding, mask pen. Let's do more fur for the arms. There you go. FiberMesh again. FiberMesh, light box, the 196 that we picked before, comma, we take it off, texture, texture off, length, by mask, we put max fibers, gravity, there you go, accept it, yes. Now we had 4 millions. Okay, I hope this doesn't crash. Remember, save, save, yes. Okay, SUBTOOL. Now we're gonna show this one over here, and for this one we still have colorize over here, RGB is off, standard brush, spray. We go to this one over here, C, so we select the color. Now we go to the arms, and then we paint the arms. There you go, there you go. Now you see the horns in the back, they need a little bit of color. We didn't pick it right, see, it's blue. Oh, but that's not the horns, it's this one over here. We have it separated. and you can see the difference between having the colorized than the. You can make the nose another color. You can see there that there's fur. There was a mask under the mouth, so we can trim it. For that, we go to the fibers. We can go brush, G, groom, and then we're gonna go groom and twister, turbulent, hair short, hair long, spike, strong, blower. Or we can just isolate this one solo. Oh no, it's way tougher that way. Way tougher that way. Not solo, man. Not hand solo. We can just move it then. Move. Or brush, G, groom hair short. Okay, I took it off. So what I can do over here, I'm going to mask it, Control, mask lasso. There you go. I'm going to make a group mask it. Okay, it's grouped. Now I just click and shift, click and shift. Now I'm going to delete hidden. There you go. It's gone. F. Control A, Control, there you go. And like I told you, you can put different, you can continue, you know, they're like the arm, look at that. I have to paint that too, with a regular brush, spray, C. You never stop, you know, refining this is the back of the arms, so I'm gonna go, C, there you go. I don't know if this one is this one, so there you go. Yeah, those whites were part of that. If you make this kind of a brush, it's gonna have different spots. Colorize one. And like I told you, by all means, send me your samples, your monsters. Let me see your creations, and whatever you see on the street, try to think about it, how to make it, you know. Choose the materials, choose the colors, choose the approaches you're going to make. You're going to use C-spheres, you're going to use fur, you're going to use anything that we've been like studying here. Please send me a picture and render it, and let me see what's your work. Okay, so I hope you like it. I did it pretty fast. I can continue for another hour to make it like for a delivery. But yeah, this is the basics of making a monster like that. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.